Scottie Lewis.
Yup.
YGC, man. You gotta chill. Tune in. Tap in, man, for sure. D&D on the way.
In a pot, we like a Cuban when we linking up, we chillin' at my crib because your crib just wasn't big enough. Said you left me in the past, but I'ma be the one to dig it up. Even though we parted ways, I didn't think you would give it up. Even though I miss you, I can be the one to hit you up. Girl, you left me out to dry, you was my one and only. Now I'm in the stew making music by my dog.
And find my way. I'll go and find my way. I gotta go and find my way.
What is good, YGC family? It's your boy Wavy.
You already know it's your boy Taj.
And we are back with another episode.
A YGC podcast.
AKA.
You gotta chill, man. Gotta chill.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You back in there, man.
You already see we got a special guest on the pod today. You want to introduce yourself? Tell them who you
Scottie
are.
Lewis, man. Teammate, mentoree, everything, all that. Pleasure to be here, man. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to have you, man.
For sure, man. He hit me
sure.
up, said he was down in the city, and I was like,
Had
hey,
to.
if you got time, bro, we could definitely get you on the pod. And the busy man himself, he made it happen. So definitely much love to my guy.
What, man?
I ain't seen him in like
What?
mad long.
Crazy. Man, I miss college.
Yeah.
So,
That was
I last
definitely
saw
a time.
Scott, I think my graduation from grad school.
you
And that was even crazy because he pulled up on me. Like, I didn't know he was going to make it because he was out of town. And he was like, nah, I'm going to make it. Nigga pulled up.
Had
So
to be there, man.
that was love for sure.
Had to be there.
So what you been up to?
Just getting back into it. You know, trying to get back healthy.
True.
Reconnecting with my family and stuff. Just spending more time with them and, you know, finding myself like we all are. You know,
Facts.
Just been focusing on that.
We just recorded a pod last night. We was really getting into that kind of mental, just trying to approach the year. We was talking about like things in 2022 that you like kind of struggle with, or things that are like your best memory, and then what you want to accomplish 2023. So we was just on that tip last night, and that shit, it was a good little pod. I can't lie.
It's a deep combo.
Good combo,
you know?
man.
It's a deep combo.
What you thinking? What would you say is your? We'll start best memory of 22.
My best memory of 22, man. Honestly, bro, as sad as it is, like probably when I got injured.
Really?
Honestly, when I got injured, probably the best thing that happened to me.
Man,
You know, like
talk to me.
I was just like I was super distraught. And like so much happened during my rookie season.
Yeah.
You hear so many things and you learn so many things that you would never expect. And you like, you know, and then leading up to that, I was playing really well, and I really was realized like it's just a matter of doing what you say you're gonna do more so. And I was praying a lot just for patience. I was praying for me to just like regain a lot of love for the game and regain that passion and fire that I have for the game. And I was praying so hard for that to happen, and then the injury happened. And I was just like in a really dark place. And probably like 2 weeks later, I talked to Kai, my teammate Kai Jones, one of my best friends. And he was like, bro, like when I seen it happen, he was like, something died on the court that day. And like when he said that, I was just like, you know what, like that's how I gotta approach it. Like my old self, all my old bad habits, like punctuality and professionalism, and just like, you know, training my mind to be the person that I want to be type shit. So, so it was just, I think it was a gift. Like, take this time to yourself and regain that love and miss it. Like, so when you come back, like it's just you're gonna be exactly what you always wanted to be. So that's where I'm at mentally, and I'm just prepared to, you know, to get back out there. So I'm just excited to play, bro. So
Yes, sir. Now, that's some real shit right
That's real.
there.
I really didn't
Scott just
expect
dropped
that
some
you could
so
say
that's
that.
definitely.
That's real.
Man, I did that.
Yeah,
That was
I
not
needed
what I
that.
thought he was gonna say for the best of 2022.
Needed that,
I
bro.
thought that's what he was gonna say was his hardest struggle in
Yeah, it's
22.
gonna be like biggest challenge.
That's what I thought he was gonna say. So he definitely
Yeah.
threw me for a loop. But now that's some real shit, bro. Like, I don't even know how to follow that up right there, Scott. That's some shit for me to think about. For real. Like I had a taste of that when we was playing, when I fucked up my hip, and I sat out for a couple of practices. This fun story.
I remember that.
This was the first time, like, and I mean this in all love, but this was the first time I realized like how crazy good this nigga is at basketball. I promise. So we would guard each other every practice.
Oh my gosh.
It was a lot. We would argue with each other. I'll never forget all the complaints he'd have with me. I'll be talking about shit, even though I'd be wrong, and I gotta come back. Scott, you was right. My fault.
It was like our third practice of Wavy. Like I on the team, on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So Coach White looked at Wavy to bring the energy, just be like that guy for us.
Mm-hmm.
Our third practice, we was already tired of Wavy. We was already tired of Wavy. And we about to stop the possession. We guarding the scout team or whatever.
Yeah.
Tell me why. Step back three in the corner. I remember the play because I'm under the rim.
Yeah.
See Wavy comes out of nowhere, tips dunk the ball. We gotta run, bro. I'm looking up. See Wavy dead, dunk, like one hand tip dunk. Mincy over there laughing, like just gassing it up. We running, man.
Bro,
just
it
mad.
was some crazy times.
It's crazy times in college, man. Crazy.
They was tired of you
God.
already.
They was tired.
That sound like Wavy.
Bro, like I was on their ass from before then. Circle blockouts.
Jeez.
And like, bro, and all we had to do, it's Wavy, Matt. They're probably like our two most athletic managers.
Yeah.
Everyone else is,
You ain't gotta worry.
Yeah.
No offense to them, I love y'all. But it's like, just hit Wavy, bro.
Yeah.
And he just always came up with the rebound somehow, bro.
That
Every
shit
time.
was crazy.
Fighting.
Fighting. Yeah, no, they started like beating my ass up though for sure. Like
Nah, we definitely started.
like really like I run in there, I get a
On some
elbow
Piston
to the
stuff.
boom. Like it was. I was
They had to turn up on you.
no for real. I got to a
Wavy,
point
bro.
where I just didn't want to go in there. I didn't want to go in there. But then, like you said, coach is on the sideline.
Oh yeah,
He's like, "Wait, what you
turned
doing?
it down.
Why you not going?" Then he's like, "God damn, I gotta go in there."
And they got to a point to where like they would start like comparing like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, Wavy go in every time. Like Scotty, you gotta start doing that type. Like 'cause that was the one thing. Like they had to hammer a lot of stuff with me at the time, and Wavy did all of that stuff. So
Yeah.
It was crazy. But yeah, so
Yeah,
this
bro.
is when I realized he was a superhuman. I pulled my hip flexor, and I had to guard him. And this is the first time in my life, because I've had injuries, but it wasn't, I never tried to play through them. I always just took the necessary time. But this is the first time I'm wrapped up, stand before practice, hot pad after practice, literally, like, can't even walk without this shit. And I'm sitting there, Scott catches the ball. I swear, on everything I love, I didn't blink or anything. I told my body to react to his movement. He drove right, going baseline, and I couldn't move. Like, he moved that fast. I couldn't move, bro. I was literally like
He
this.
put you in that chair.
And I look back, he's already at the rim. And I'm like,
probably ain't do nothing with it though.
nah, he
Jason was down
Yeah,
there.
that's a big boy.
You feel me? Jason was down there.
Big Daddy J. Shout out to Big Daddy J.
Probably. Man.
7 foot, 300
What?
pounds. That's a big boy.
Big guard.
Yeah,
Shooting
facts.
threes
He's a big
now.
guard. Yeah.
You seen him?
What?
I was just up there the other day for
Yeah.
graduation. I saw Niles. I was up there with Jason.
Colin, you was there for Collins.
Yeah, that weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's tough. I wish I was there. I gotta get back there, man.
I wanted to be there this week. I wanted to be there today.
They played Georgia, right?
Yeah.
I want to be there so badly.
I did. I was supposed to be up
I
there
want
because
to
we
be
had
there
an
so
event
badly.
that was supposed to go on this weekend, the Florida New Olympics, but it got postponed. So we were gonna go up there.
Yeah.
So, but it works though because not being up there,
Understood.
you know,
Everything
so,
works out.
Yeah, I feel you.
got to see you. So it's like, damn, everything happens for a reason. But yeah, so that's a little. I mean, me and Scott, we got so many
Way
college
back.
stories.
Yeah, man. Way back.
We used to room together too. So
When
on
weren't y'all
road trips.
like considered twins? or
Oh
something?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I remember
yeah.
that. I remember
It got
that,
scary though. It got kind of scary. Like,
Yeah.
That's why I
I
just took my glasses off. I swear to you. That's why I took my glasses
Y'all both the
off.
same height, or you?
No, he's
a
taller,
little
he's
taller.
taller,
He's
he's
taller.
taller. He's 6'5".
Y'all
You
look
grew
about
any or no? Still 6'5"?
I'm a little taller, I think.
Okay.
I'll say that.
But no, I got. That's how they be.
I'll say it.
Nah, I would go into the gym. It got to a point where like people would look up, like walk into the gym, like, "What's good, Scotty?" And be me in there shooting.
Right there.
And I'm like, huh? And then, like, my mom would even watch the games, and she'd be seeing on the court, and she'd think it's me, but it's Scott. We had, like, the same mannerisms.
Yeah, the
same, like-
mannerisms, the
yeah.
body movement of like how we did certain stuff was
It
definitely
was, like,
the
the
same.
same. And I was like, what the heck?
Low as hell on defense.
Yeah, it was
team
high
type
energy,
stuff.
like-
Facts.
It was weird. It
This
was
makes
weird.
perfect sense though.
True.
Makes sense though.
It is true.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, so we definitely was. And then there's that one picture we had, I'll never forget, it was when I one of my first couple games getting in. and we like high five.
On the way out?
Yeah,
Oh, I
and then
think
like
I
we stand next to each other. It was like I'm gonna post. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna clip it.
Oh, yeah.
But it was like I was like, wow, like that's my nigga for real.
Crazy.
But enough reminiscing, man. Let's talk about your style. I'm interested. You know, you're a fashionable guy. You see, you got a little something on right now. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
We ain't gonna say what's on his feet though, but
I'm gonna take them off now.
we're not gonna say what's on his feet.
Man,
But
just know it's heat down there. It's
Take
heat
'em
down
off,
there.
man. But yeah, nah.
what's up with it?
I didn't really start getting into fashion until probably my senior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
I had like a whole new friend group. That's when I met like me and my older brother started hanging out more.
Mm-hmm.
Started hanging out with my boy Eddie and Tyler, and we just started doing certain stuff. And they used to get on me early on. So I was wearing like flannels with basketball sneakers, and
He wasn't putting it
I'm
on.
gonna send some pictures to him, and y'all will see. And compare it to now, y'all just definitely a little glow up
Okay,
situation.
okay.
But yeah, I'll wear anything, honestly. I'll genuinely wear anything.
I feel you.
I think once I reach a certain pinnacle, fashion is definitely gonna be like something that I definitely focus on, 100%.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I have that same mentality where I'm like, I feel like I can put anything on. And I'm at the point now, like 2023, one of my goals we were talking about on the last pod is I want to kind of get into IG for fashion, like try to become not necessarily influencer, but really start like posting what I'm wearing, like taking pictures, doing those like making fits for sneakers, like TikTok, IG, just to try and put it out there. Cause like I wear the stuff, I have the stuff.
Why not
It's
say
just
yourself?
about
Yeah, why
it's
not?
about doing it.
Showcasing.
You never know. You
Facts.
never know. Like my boy Eddie, that's what he does. Like he dress people.
That's
Like,
about it.
he put fits on people for sure. Everyone I know, everyone around, we could all dress. Like my
Yeah,
mom,
yeah.
sneakerhead. Like all my people can dress. So that's just like what I'm used to.
That's the city though.
Facts. That is the city. It is the city. Everyone got different styles.
Oh yeah.
I love just walking around the city though. I pick up so many new pieces, and I'm looking at people like that is
How they
hard.
put it on, and it's, everybody does it differently.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing I love about going up there is like the style, the fashion. Like everybody's in their own lane but doing it well, and nobody is competing.
Yeah.
Like they just living their life. They wearing what they want to wear. And like, I got to that point now. Even though my girl be trying to make me not wear what I want to wear,
You gotta put your foot down.
I have to sometimes. She's like, you always in. Cause like I go through phases. Like when I was younger, I was on my preppy vibe. So I was in a sweater vest. I was in my shorts with the loafers. Then I went further and started going like casual. Then I got to college. I got the brand, so I started doing streetwear. Cause I wasn't really in streetwear. I was like dabbling.
Yeah,
But then I had the brand. It was like, well, I gotta get into it. And then some people was acting like they could do it better than me. And I was like, hold on now. Like the trendy shit. So it'd be like the graphic tee, short shorts with a trucker and some J's. I was like, I can do it better. So I'm gonna show y'all.
Why not?
And then I'm still dabbling in that, but now I'm kind of back to the roots with the baggy, oversized fits, the fitters. Coming back slowly. Cause
It's definitely dope how like basketball really transitioned to like fashion.
Mhm.
Like, you got Hoopers signing with designer places,
Designers.
like
Crazy.
like
Every time y'all walk in the
Bro.
arena, that's the runway, man.
Kelly Oubre. Like I look up to Kelly Oubre. Like ever since
Nah, he's
before I even
valid.
came like before I even-
valid, bro.
I love Kelly Oubre. Like good dude, like swag.
yeah, bro.
And it's
Kuz-
different- it's
Kuz
different.
doing stuff too.
Kuz for sure. Shay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
Shay's- I've been
Oh
seeing
my
Shay's.
gosh,
Sure.
bro.
Shay goes crazy.
He,
For sure.
bro, I want to talk to
Gut.
Trey about that.
Jay Gup go crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Josh definitely go
Bro,
crazy.
it's
Houston-
crazy that they
Houston-
got on that
Yeah.
The
team.
Houston
The whole-
players,
yeah.
the whole Houston
The
team
whole
really
team,
put it
I ain't
on.
gonna
Bro.
lie.
I'm
I
not
have a
even-
friend that's you know, Shorty, Hannah, photographer.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
so I be looking at her stuff and what she be
Yeah.
putting.
So it's
I
a
mean,
lot of people, bro.
It's kind of wild. You see Trey trying to put a little something on.
Yeah, I seen. And every time he posts something, it get better though.
Yes.
It get better though.
That foot crip picture was crazy.
First he was dressing like he was from Gainesville. Now he put it on though. Now
Yeah,
he definitely
figured,
puts it on now.
he figured it out.
He put it on.
Drew
now,
just
though.
posted a little something too.
I seen that.
I
I,
like boy.
like Drew style. Though.
Yeah, yeah. He
It's very
been
Drew,
been
though.
doing that.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Like that's some Drew stuff for sure.
Man, been have hella money buying sneakers. I wonder what
Hey,
his
might
shoe
as well.
collection is.
Drew, I know Drew is sneakerhead though.
Yeah.
But Drew been at
crazy.
a high level for so long. He probably got so many kicks.
Yeah.
Already.
I know he doesn't want to.
Probably got
What
so
size
many
is he?
kicks.
Damn.
Let me find out. I need Omar to hurry up and do something so I can get his shoes.
I need a jersey. I ain't talked to my man in a while. My
I
dog right there.
was talking to Q the other day.
Chris, how he doing?
I think he had an injury.
Did he?
He had an injury.
Yeah, I'm
But I just saw him with a video shooting, so I'm like, I don't know, but from what he told me, he had an injury. He had a major injury. He been killing.
Bro, he been killing him.
Last time I talked to him, he had an injury, and I was like, damn.
What? He used to kill us.
Yeah, it was
What?
ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
You put Quez on scout team, frying us, bro.
It was ridiculous.
He talking crazy too. He's talking crazy, killing us.
Yeah, I'm glad to see him do well though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
he
needed that.
just didn't get the
He
burn.
didn't get that opportunity,
Yeah.
bro. Man, we had some teams.
And that's the hard part.
Bro, we
man.
had
like 4 or 5 guards.
We had some teams,
Yeah,
but
I ain't
even
gonna
if, but I feel like there was a way. There was a way to like mesh all of that together.
Yeah.
That we had.
Yeah.
Like my freshman year, my sophomore year,
There was a way.
we had Final Four teams. In my
Yeah.
personal opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think we had Final Four
Yeah.
teams from talent. You know, I just think it was just miscommunication
Trying to
all
get it
around.
right. Yeah, just trying to get it right.
You know, and
Everybody
it
on
was
the same
like
page.
Balance.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of immaturity on everyone's part. I feel like, and I feel like definitely we were all.
I always
You know?
look back because I definitely like I'm not gonna lie. The COVID year though,
Man,
I really,
worst thing that ever happened,
Yeah.
bro.
That
I
time was
really,
just
bro,
crazy.
I really don't
Time
know
was crazy.
because I'm like I
We
felt
we won
so,
the SEC.
bro.
We win the SEC, bro.
I feel
We win the
like
SEC,
everything
bro.
changes after that though.
Definitely
We
going
won the
crazy.
Like
SEC,
that
bro.
everything changes, like how whatever happened with Coach White now at Georgia, like that probably doesn't happen. Like there's so many things that don't happen if COVID didn't happen.
That's
Because
facts.
like the level of confidence we just started clicking, like we was
Man,
figuring
the
it
last,
out, bro.
Like 3-4 games. We lost to Kentucky, but
We did, but it
looked
was-
good.
Like we
Yeah.
were figuring
We
it
were
out,
good,
bro.
bro.
Like I went into SEC, we was about to play Georgia that night.
We
I was
watched-
Ant was still, yeah, that was Ant.
And we
Ant was
swept
still
them.
there,
Yeah, we
Jeez.
swept them.
and Ant Edwards was still on Georgia, and I was like, bro, we about to beat these niggas ass, bro. It was no doubt in my mind. I was like, yeah, I'm getting in tonight.
It's gonna be a great game. Like we came up like 4 games and we looked really good, bro.
Figuring it out, bro.
We in the basement at the hotel in Tennessee watching Georgia versus Vanderbilt. Watching the game over. Then they show the empty stands. I think at OKC. And it was the Nuggets or something. They emptied out the arena. They called us. Said we on the flight the next day. Headed back home. We were so tight.
It was a
man.
crazy. Like I'll never forget. We was on pregame meal, just watched film, going up to the room to change. Get a text, come back downstairs. Hey, like something going on, and then we don't know what's gonna happen. Go back to the room. We just all waiting, and then at this point we know COVID's going on. That was a big thing. So now we in a hotel with
Nothing.
thousands of people. Everybody's coming from other places.
out.
Yeah.
Everybody don't want to touch the escalator. Though we don't want to do like.
Nothing.
Damn.
And we leave, like he said, leave that night, and then the next day, a team meeting at the facility. Yeah, because at that point it's like, okay, SEC's done, but
Yeah.
NCAA's still there. It's like I think we did enough quad 1 wins. Like we should be able to get in there. Season's over with.
Season's
NCAA
over.
Whole
can't.
season
bro.
over, bro.
It was the craziest.
Man, that was something to get over, bro. That was.
I was
something to
depressed
get
that
over.
summer.
I wouldn't have came back if we finished our season. I wouldn't have came back to school my second year. I wouldn't have came back to school. I think that the draft process that year,
Yeah.
there was no in-person workouts.
Mm.
There was no like face-to-face. Like you got Zoom, but like us having this like in-person conversation, you can get a real feeling vibe for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GMs like it was all through Zoom. You can say whatever you want on Zoom. They can say whatever you want to you. Like,
Yeah,
it was-
yeah. You don't get a good.
So
Yeah.
yeah, bro, it caused a lot of decisions, bro. Crazy. What a crazy year. Crazy year.
Dang.
A lot
I
could
mean,
have happened, man.
But
It's like I think about. I try not to though. That's why I like, bro, working where I work. Like I don't even go to the games because I still have an itch. And I was like, if I go to these games and I let basketball
creep back
interact
in
with
type
me,
stuff.
bro,
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm training for a year and I'm going overseas
Yeah,
somewhere. I'm
doing something,
I'm
right?
hooping,
Yeah.
bro. I
Mm.
still have the itch. That's
Why
why I don't
not?
play as much anymore because I
But like-
know.
But why not though?
Hey, man, I told him to do it.
I
But,
reached-
you know,
I
I
reached-
ain't an athlete, so he ain't gonna listen to me. He'll listen to you.
I reached the point where like for a long time it was like oh I gotta take care of my family.
Yeah.
Like I want this chain. I want to wear all this.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I want
yeah.
to do all of this. It was like the love had gotten lost in the midst of so much other stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
trying to fill these different voids in my life and stuff like that. But the love for the game got lost. Like obviously you know Florida how much of a
Yeah.
roller coaster that was for me. Like
Yeah.
the emotions I was going through there. So after that happened and the draft process happened and all this other stuff happened. Then I just went back to like, I don't care how much I get paid doing this. Like, this is what I told myself I was going to do when I was 12 years old. Like, and I don't want to not lie to myself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to lie to myself.
Don't motivate me
I
now,
just
Scott.
want to do
Come
that.
on,
Like,
man.
it's
Don't do this,
like,
man.
if you love
make
it,
me.
you look at the greats though, like they just are like obsessives. Like they are obsessed with what they do.
With their craft.
And they're that. Like they're nothing else. They're obsessed with what they do for the period of time, and then you just never know, bro.
Shouldn't have had you
It's
on here. You got me over here
It's the
contemplating.
greatest thing.
You got me over here really like
It's the
my
greatest thing.
fingers twitching like I'm. Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, you got to be obsessive about what you do, no matter what it is. You really,
That's
you
true.
really do.
Yeah.
Do. People don't understand, like, oh, like, I work hard, this is that and the third. I'm like, bro, there's someone working 10 times as harder.
Yep.
10 times as harder. And then that person that's working 10 times as harder is still not even better than the best player.
Yeah.
On the same level as the best player.
Facts.
Like the levels to it is like, you really got to dedicate your soul, like, and it's to everything you do though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I genuinely think people can accomplish anything they want to accomplish in life once they realize the fact that, like, what they're doing is never enough. So, like, always give more. Like,
Yeah.
always give more. Real.
That's
And it's,
real.
and it's hard.
Man.
It's
That's
hard.
real.
Super, super hard, bro.
That's how I feel. I was just talking to another one of my goals is like take the brand to the next level, and I felt like I got mad stagnant. Like I graduated, came down here, you know, in Gainesville. I ain't gonna say I was running it, but I had like the city knew me. Like I was there, I was planted, everybody was supporting. And when I got down south, I don't know anybody. Like I'm now trying to gotta restart. I'm trying to get the brand out there. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So I got plugged in on the campus. Starting to get out there doing pop-up shops, but then it's like working a 9 to 5, trying to do the brand in a relationship, and at the same time you trying to do a pod. Like then I was moving, like there were so many other layers that was going on that I felt like something had to take a hit. And then what took the hit was like basically my creative side. So like the brand took a hit, and like even like the podcast took a hit. Like, and it just. But my brand is my baby. Like, I want that shit to be so big, bro. And I know it can. Like, I know what I'm thinking about doing with the designs. I know there's people there that's going to pay whatever amount of money for it. But it's just about, like, how do I get that sacrifice? What do I need to sacrifice to maximize my output with the brand? And it's like, and that's what and we've been talking about, was one thing we kept talking about was, like, we're not going to go out that much no more. Because we was down here, bro. We was going crazy.
Pouring into too many other things rather than ourselves, man. You gotta pour into you.
Yeah, that's a marketing tool too, though.
Yeah,
Going
it
out,
is.
Especially
It is.
on the certain,
It is.
especially what you guys are trying to do. Like going out there, like you dap me up, I'm putting a business card in your hand.
Yeah.
Type vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is
That's true.
So-
But we wasn't doing it like that, though. So we
Yeah.
wasn't, like, capitalizing on the moment.
on what you were doing.
Like, oh, we down in Miami, like,
we was going out
we
to
had
be
business
lit.
card. Yeah, we just,
Like,
drinking, just
yeah.
turning up.
Trying to, yeah.
So it's like trying to find that balance, because obviously I want to grind, but I still want to, you know, you gotta enjoy life. Like, so just trying to find that balance, man.
It's
But,
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the balance is just both. Like, you gotta enjoy what you do. Like, that's the only way to really accomplish it. Because people will say, like, oh, I got this big dream, this big goal. You take a month to really apply pressure to it, but then something don't go your way. You think of a whole nother idea. You're not consistent with
You
what you're
can't give
doing.
up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
A lot of people give up quick.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I learned that just like through basketball. Like, I'll be shooting, I'll make 10 in a row, I'll miss one, and then instead of going back to how I was shooting the 10 in a row, I'm trying to alter every single little thing about my shot instead of just shooting the ball. And then you just get into this habit of 10 to nothing.
Yeah, I
Everything
remember.
changes. So it's stuff like that. It's just consistency in the little things every single day. Like, genuinely matter. Like, you just gotta love what you do to be able to do it, though. It shouldn't even be a conversation.
Yeah.
You love it that much, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you in love with somebody, like, you're gonna do whatever they ask you to do genuinely because you love them. Like,
Yeah.
and that's how it should be towards the things that you put into your life, like your work, your aspirations, all that. So,
Listen, man, this man Scottie came on the podcast, and
Yeah.
he
Dropping
is
jewels.
preaching. So if you fucking with what he's saying, make sure you like,
comment,
comment, subscribe to the channel. We gonna
Definitely
have,
comment. We
Yeah,
need
they
that
don't
interaction.
comment, Scott. I don't know what's up, but we gotta pour you up, man.
yeah,
You
ask
over here?
questions though.
You over here. Don't worry
Let 'em
about
keep
what brand
watching.
this is, but we not
I ain't
sponsored.
gonna
No
lie,
ad, no
definitely
ad, no
need to
ad.
re-up some juice in
Yeah,
here
we
now.
babysitting Scott, and that's what I just got told by Scott.
And
We do not have a sponsor, so, but if you know, you know. comment down below what's your favorite tequila. I'm intrigued.
We got the next one.
And is it reposado? Is it añejo?
They better not. They better be valid. They better not have no whack.
See if they can guess y'all favorite tequila.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
They ain't gonna know about that one.
They're not gonna know about that
They
one.
ain't gonna know about that one.
Bro, you can't even
it
get
ain't
that
even a
bottle
word.
in.
What?
You can't get that bottle in like a regular liquor store. You got to get it in like a official like trademark space.
It ain't a word. It's a number.
Ain't that crazy though?
It's wild.
But it's really good, bro.
Is it?
When do you leave?
Probably like, we still deciding. It might be tomorrow, might be Monday. Trying to figure that out.
That'd be dope if you came by the spot, because we live downtown Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
So, like, in Flagler
Yeah,
Village.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, you could.
yeah.
We ain't got no couch, I'm going to tell you that now. I'm going to tell you that now. We ain't got no
It's
couch.
on the way,
It's on the way.
Listen,
It's on the
It's
way.
all good.
Nah, it's a nice spot. It's Flagler Village. So we like 10 minutes from Fort Lauderdale Beach. And then like 10 minutes from downtown Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
And right smack in the middle of the action.
Where camp? How far you can camp? Is that for you?
That's like 45
Oh,
hours.
is it? Is
Yeah,
it?
because Boca,
Oh,
Deerfield, like Pompano, Deerfield, then Fort Lauderdale. So it's like a little slow.
You
It's
be on
north
campus a lot? You be over there?
every day.
Oh, make a little job.
I mean, that was with one of your boys.
How Gaffney doing?
He said he know you.
Jalen Gaffney.
Is that who it is?
Yeah, he was my
Yeah,
point guard
yeah,
all
yeah.
my life. It's like when my.
That's funny. I was
Yeah,
just glad I
it's
just
my
saw
point guard
him
all my life.
because he just had a game they played against. Was it UAB? UAB was 12-1.
Oh, you played Jordan Walker.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
True.
Chill,
I ain't know
chill,
she was
chill.
listening.
She over here
Like
in
they
my
all-
business.
That's one thing they doing. They listening.
Always, bro.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm about to see Scott this weekend, and he's like, oh, that's my guy. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it's my guy, bro.
He didn't realize I was that young. He said, I thought you were like 5-6 years removed. I was like, nah. Because I was talking about you, and I was like, yeah, Keontae. He said, because Zane works at you.
Yeah, you seen Preston down here in Miami?
I heard that. I haven't seen him.
I
but
want to go
heard.
see him before I head
I
out.
heard.
I want to go see him. I didn't know Zane worked there though.
Mhm.
That's
He
dope.
just
I gotta
started.
tell him. I gotta, yeah, tell him to pull up. That's my guy.
No, I fuck with Zane. So we was talking about Keontae and how he was doing, and he was like, yeah, Keontae, one of the strongest dudes I've ever seen in my life.
Bro. Just naturally too. He's a dog, bro. He's about to,
He makes no sense.
bro. He's a freak.
I'd call him, but I feel like he ain't gonna answer my
He's a
call.
dog, man.
That would be a lit time.
Nah,
Going to
let's
pick
see.
up right now. Yeah.
Let's see if he gonna pick up. I think it's a Saturday on college basketball. That's why I'm just like,
Oh,
It's games. It's definitely
it's
games.
games.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
But let's see if I still got pull. If I don't have the pull though, I'm gonna just cut this
Hey,
out.
comment if y'all think he gonna pick up before we get the answer.
We lost today? That game was at 1, wasn't it? It's 2:30 right now.
It's probably so dumb.
Mm.
Yeah. Have something right there. It's at Florida.
I wanted to go. So
I
bad,
know.
Bro.
I know.
He just had a crazy game too. Actually, he just dropped 27.
Damn.
They got a good team.
Damn it. Well, cutting this out.
If you commented, I was
That's
gonna
alright,
say, I was gonna say, if you commented he didn't pick up, you was right.
If you commented, they're not gonna comment though. They're gonna just
Yeah, they
lie.
ain't gonna comment. They don't.
Like, but I commented. I was gonna say I'm gonna get you a bottle, but y'all don't fuck with us. Bro.
Y'all gonna DM us. Y'all don't like to comment and be
They
public.
DM us personally.
It be hella feedback,
They
bro.
DM us personally, Scott. They don't even deal it on YouTube.
Put it in
They
the
scared.
comments, dog.
Need the
It's
interaction.
scary.
Huh?
Facts.
Facts though.
Trying to get them. You gotta teach the family how to operate. That's all.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I was really a fan of De Leon like that.
I just never drank
That
this
bit kind of
shit, to be
smooth.
honest.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I've never
kinda
had it
smooth.
before.
I don't know if it's the chase making it that smooth or
Not a,
If it's
it's
actually
smooth.
You over here bartending?
facts.
I honestly want to get my license.
Do you? My sister and my brother got that.
Word? Like I want to do that shit. Like I feel like it's mad opportunity out here to make some money on the weekends. People want to have a
Oh,
party.
yeah.
Hey, yo,
You
hire
live
me as
right
a
by the
bartender.
bars. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Like it's
That'd be
really an
clutch.
opportunity. And I just want to learn that shit.
I know.
My girl's honestly telling me, okay, if you want to do it, like start like making drinks, make your own drinks, and like play with it. So I'm like, say that. But yeah, every time we drink, I'm the one always making the drinks now. Cause I just want to
My fault.
Yeah,
practice.
no, you straight.
I just
Yeah,
wanna
you
get-
definitely always make
I'm
the
always
drink.
making the drinks, so I just want to practice, like get this shit right.
Nah, this man got all the tools, bro. Like I don't even know what you
Yeah,
call it. Like the stuff you put on the top of the bottle to make it like pour
You got
out
the long
clean.
little part.
Yeah.
You got all that. Yeah.
I literally have the shakers, I have the stir, I have like the shot measure the one shot and the one that has two is on the other side. Then we have like the shit you put in the bottle so you pour it and it's smooth. That's when I started pouring it and I was confused because I'm so used to that shit now.
It
So I was
spilled
like,
over. I
"Damn,
was
this
like,
shit's
yeah.
splashing." But I'm used to that the other shit. I just bought that the other day. But like, I got we got a little bar cart, but you gonna see it when you hopefully you can pull up.
Yeah, we do got the bar.
It was a good vibe, man. We spent I don't even know how many times, 30 minutes talking
30.
about a lot of real shit, man.
Yeah.
We didn't even get into the questions for real.
Facts.
We didn't get to the questions. This is one I really want to know.
Juicy parts.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one right here. So, first question I got for Scottie Lewis, aka I ain't gonna say it. What do people misunderstand about you the most?
I think more so just my passion for the like. What you mean, like on the court type, or like?
Yeah, you can be in life because like
general.
you kind of touched on it, like in Florida's up and downs, and I feel like you're just like watching your journey from the outside is like I feel like you're misunderstood as an individual, like how you move a certain way and carry yourself this way.
I think from a basketball perspective, I think just more so how I choose to show, like my love and passion for the game.
That's true.
I'm super, to me, like I'm super competitive, and like I don't think that things have to be perfect or things are like super black and white when it comes to basketball. But I'm just like so intense when I play. But like I think people think that's coming from a place of just like aggressiveness and or just certain. I don't know, like
I get what you're saying.
I was labeled uncoachable.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like certain coaches thought I was a bad teammate, even though like I don't think any of my teammates would ever say like, oh, Scottie was a bad teammate.
Yeah.
I don't think any of my teammates could ever say that. Because all I do is give to my teammates, so I know that. But I think just how I choose to show my love and passion for the game. Like I'm super intense.
Misconstrued.
And I love being in the moment when I'm playing. I love like just letting that passion ooze off me and give it to everyone else. You know what I'm saying? And I think that just gets misconstrued, and just like very, very misunderstood. And I guess in life, it's everything.
Bro?
I think everything, but I think that's all people. I don't think that's just like a Scottie thing. I think it's just like none of us truly really understand so much about ourselves, and we always are trying to like understand everything, and like we'll never will. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah.
Like I think the biggest pinnacle in my life was realizing that my parents and my siblings are like their own human beings that's like lived the same exact lives as me. Like my parents went through the same things, like they were my age. They had problems with their parents. My grandparents had problems with their parents, and just like how that generational thing has been like passed down. And it's just like you can't blame anyone because at the end of the day we're all the same people trying to figure the same exact thing out. Like, no matter if you got billions of dollars or $0, like you figured out how to make money, you figured out how to make a business, but there's so many things to figure out about like life, like what it means to be happy, what it means to be genuine, what it means to move with love and purity. Like those are hard things to figure out. Like I was watching this video and they were talking about like just suicide, which is obviously a sensitive topic, but he was like, people feel like they have to die because they do. Like the person that like your parents raised you to be, or like the social constructs designed you to be, is not fully you. So your body gets so exhausted of being this character that you're not, that like that character has to die in order for you to become like who you're truly supposed to be. Like, and that's just really how I like view everything now.
You said that like I have a strong sense of self. I think I've walked my whole life doing that.
Right.
And at this, I'm 25 now, and I'm at the point where I'm really starting to realize some of the things about myself, whether it's religious, whether it's Caribbean culture, whether it's from New York, whether like everything that kind of pours into me to make me who I am. There's certain things that I just do or think or feel that may not necessarily need to be felt. Like just for an example, my shorty definitely don't know, but she gonna watch this, but it is what it is. I love her, so we're gonna have these conversations. But I was talking to my girl's mom, and we was just talking to, I don't want to say that. Okay, YGC.
You already told him, bro.
I know. So Cause it's gonna come out crazy and niggas gonna be like, oh, but fuck it. Just relax though. Like just mind your business
You
and
got
relax.
time to explain yourself.
I know,
You good,
okay.
you good.
So y'all gonna hear it, y'all gonna be like, oh. So I was talking to my girl's mom, just kinda about marriage and everything that goes with that, you feel me? And she was just giving me some tips, pointers about how to approach it. And she said something that was interesting to me because I come from a 2-parent household, my dad, my mom, boom. Dad was the major breadwinner for my life. And she was like, so basically I was like, yeah, like I can't propose to my girl because I can't, I'm not making enough money to take care of myself. I want to get to that point. And then 2, I need to be able to make enough money to take care of my woman. And then that's just what I know. Like that is just in my DNA. My dad took care of my mom, took care of the family. And she's like, your mom had a job. And I was like, yeah, but by the time I was born, she already stopped working and we stay at home. So I never really grew up seeing my mother like that. So for me, a marriage is the man is taking care of his family, providing financially, emotionally, all that good stuff. Even though my dad had to work in those areas where, luckily, because I spent more time with my mom, I'm more emotionally developed and intelligent, where I know I can provide for my family spiritually. I can provide emotional support. I can provide physical. I can provide financial. Those are all the things I'm trying to cover because I do align with the Christian faith, where I'm trying to be a God-like husband, be the leader of my family. But she said something, I was like, okay, I don't necessarily need to do everything financially for me and my wife. And it just kind of hit me, and I just sat down. It's funny because as soon as she said that, my girl came up behind us, and she obviously did not know the conversation, but now she will. But
What she said?
No, Renee didn't hear it.
Yeah, she just randomly
She walked up later. But
No, what did her mom say?
That's what her mom. She was like, basically, it was like no, like do not like. You need to worry about you. You need to get yourself taken care of. Because I've been talking to her about jobs, careers, how to navigate. So you need to get your stuff taken care of. You don't need to be trying to take care of Renee like you're not her father. And I'm just sitting there like, all right. Like that's some good information. But for me and how I approach it, I'm like, nah, like that. So it's like I'm combating my inner what I think I need to be doing into what maybe works more for me in my relationship. Whole different situation.
Exactly.
So
that makes perfect sense.
It's so interesting though.
Yeah.
So when you just said that, it's like people, they know stuff, but everybody's just trying to figure it out, and it's like things that you're trying to kill from yourself in a sense to then take that next step to become a better version. I'm in that point right now where I'm just trying to take what's good, whether it's the Christian faith, how you align with it, the real teachings, all of that, to, okay, here's what society's doing. Okay, well, this is what Wavy likes to do. This is what my girl needs from me. Well, is this the point where am I gonna bend to what she needs, or am I gonna, hey, we gotta come, all those type of things, and just trying to navigate it. But it's so interesting, especially where we are in our relationship, about how we move these next couple of years is gonna be crucial for how to because I love shit. So that it's been surprising. Yes, I know. We're about to be 7 years soon, but everybody hears that shit, bro. They're like, "How y'all not married?" I'm like, yo, relax,
7
nigga.
years sound like
What
a
you
long
talking about?
time.
Relax. It sounds like a long time, but it's not a long time when you think about it.
Bro, it's not.
Yeah, when y'all started young.
We started I met her when I was 17.
Yeah.
I
So
still
it's
don't know who y'all fully are.
Yeah.
Yet. I still don't know.
I'm at the
Facts.
point now where I'm finally figuring a little something out, bro. So it's I met her at 17. You think I would
You're definitely not the same person you was at 17.
But you know how many times
Not even 24, man.
we found ourselves
it's crazy.
in that 7-year span. I'll say we found ourselves, at least for me, I can speak on me for sure. Found myself at least 3 to 4 times. 3 to 4 times in this relationship. And not to say she's went through a transformation at least 2 to 3. And she just finished one. And that was a hard one. Because I was I know I've been going through my turns because I'm always doing different things, where she's kind of been on her path and she kind of got to a hard spot and had to reevaluate some things. So I was like, okay, I know how to do this. She's done it for me. But it was just weird sometimes, not knowing how to handle that. I know you're changing. I know you want different things. I'm just trying to be here. Hey, yeah, we can do it. But so it's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, man.
I think those are the dopest things. I think relationships are the dopest situations you can really be in. That's where you learn the most.
Yeah.
I had to really learn how to be vulnerable. And a lot of my other relationships, I was not. I didn't allow myself to be vulnerable because I thought I had to be a certain person so badly. And every time I fell short of being that person, Like I thought I was the worst human being.
I feel you.
And then like I could never like get back up. And every time something happened, it was I constantly felt like I had to like prove something to the person that was in love with me.
Yeah.
And when I did that, I would get so aggravated with certain things. I start to like push people away, because but they're not expecting that thing from you.
You're not,
and they're telling you what they're expecting from you.
And you're not listening.
And you're not listening.
It's all in your head.
You're not listening, bro.
Oh my
You're
God.
not listening.
You're talking some real shit right now.
You're not listening,
boy.
dog. And like ride or die women, like women that are truly there for you, bro. Like they will blatantly tell you, like whatever. Like it's really like whatever you can't do, I'm gonna do. Whatever I can't do, like you're there to pick me up. Like y'all are genuinely a team. Like you gotta realize, like it's not about proving like who's better at this relationship thing. It's like like what's the best, you know?
Yeah, we in it together.
Bro, we in
The
it
best you
together.
could bring, the best you could bring.
Like half the time, like I don't argue, bro. I don't raise my voice. It's more so like, all right, this is the problem. Fuck the problem. What's the solution now? Like it's not about like whose fault it was, because at the end of the day, this thing is gonna hurt both of us if we allow it to.
If we don't,
So we don't just think about the solution, then two dead bodies.
Bro.
Then what?
Bro,
Y'all gonna be facing the opposite direction in bed.
We wonder if the other one's alright. You don't want to ask.
You don't want to ask.
Bro, like
Pride is such a big thing.
Pride is such a crazy
man.
thing.
Like, I think that's really the biggest lesson you can learn in a relationship. Like, just being unselfish. Because that pride, boy, like, you can know you not wrong. You know what I'm saying?
That shit hard.
Just be the bigger person.
Be the bigger person.
That shit hard.
It's gonna
right
help
there,
the both
boy.
of y'all, but it's hard. It's definitely hard.
That's
Like,
what I'm trying to figure out still.
it took me some time to learn that, man. Being unselfish.
I got it. Like, I'm 50-50 with it now, though. Like, I'm at that point where it's like, and it just, but this is the thing, though. I want to see if y'all agree with me on this. But, like, if I am in a good, like, Zen space, calm, like, nothing, like, if I'm in control of my being, it is really easy to live that way, to be calm, approach it with clarity, soft voice, you know, emotional intelligence. But if I'm like stressed, like I said, all the things I'm trying to juggle, bro, it's the part where it's like I'm going through so much internally, and you know that, I know you know that, I know what you're going through, and you still acting like this to me, and it's like, then I can't. And it's like I try, but it's less patience. Then I'm like, fuck it. And I just whoosh. And then I'm like, all right, my fault. I try to back it, but you know the damage is done, bro.
I'm glad you made that point earlier though about being vulnerable, because that kind of goes into Chris, like, because you probably just let it build up, like, cause you know, like you said, like,
bro.
as men we don't really express ourselves when needed, so we kind of hold it back. We'll have an issue not saying anything. Let it build up, and then it's just you lash out, and it's not even you. You're a whole different person.
Bro, I was in a situation
situation
where, like, every single day I was called emotional by people and mentors of mine. Like you're so emotional, like you act like a woman. Like I've had people like, I'm like, bro, like, I'm just super empathetic. Like, I'm like, I'm an empath. Like, I feel emotions at a higher level than I think most people do, honestly. Like, and I think every little thing matters. I feel like your relationship, the connection you have with certain people, like, impacts like what the common goal is. You know, like with a team, with the coach and his players, with your significant other, with your friends. Like I've reached a point where I'm just like all right. Like, I understand that, like, the way you view this situation, you view that situation because of how things before you happened. Like, and I don't know anything about those things yet, but you are a product of those things. And I'm not a product of those things. So like, your point of view on this situation may not ever be my point of view, and I have to be okay with that. Like, we just had to meet in the middle. Like, so what we gonna do now? How can we combine these two point of views and, you know, carry on with what we choose to do with each other?
No, that's some real shit.
That's
because
really what it's about.
Bro, like, you know, we always try not to bring too much spiritual stuff to the pod, but, you know, generational curses is something me and my brother, it's something I've always known about with my family, but my brother's like really diving into the word about it. But there's so many things, like you kind of said it, like the relationships your parents had with their parents, like there's things generationally that we have no mind, like memory on, because we weren't there about that, what went on with our, you know, basically our history that trickles down, and there's a reason why we all go through what we go through. and then you're meeting somebody else expecting to just mesh when they have a whole
Different
like
experience, bro.
like truckload of baggage of this this cousin, this mom, this dad, my sister, this, and now you're trying to expect them to be able to understand, like, okay, we came from this family, you came from this family, and you're trying to understand it. You can't understand it that easily.
Yeah.
And if they're not willing to kind of and this is the hard part, be aware in the moment, like
Of
of
that same thing.
where it's coming
That's
from,
where it's
Yeah.
coming from.
and like analyze, like, yo, like this is something
This is-
that it's coming from your family, it's coming from your grandma. This is something generationally y'all not handling emotions right. Y'all not doing, y'all quick to anger. Y'all kind of cut people off. Like, now we trying to have a conversation, and here I am expecting you, because now I came from a family where we are on emotional intelligence. We can speak through our feelings without berating and degrading each other.
Lashing out. all
Now
that,
we
yeah.
try to have a conversation, and now we can't. And I'm wondering, like, what's going on with you? And you just cutting off me, but I can see it, but now you're not willing. Like,
But you gotta drop. I call him. You gotta drop Mike sometime.